Hey, hey, I know this is my backup channel. I don't go live a lot over here, but this is no shade towards Ninny because I actually like Ninny a lot. But okay, yesterday some shit happened. TNT took things too far. All of her friends held her publicly accountable. We don't agree with what happened yesterday. She apologized and agreed she needed a break. That's all you can do, correct? You can't go, you can't do anything else. It's more than they fucking would do, right? It's more than any of them have ever done with MGL, Laura, blah blah blah. So um sorry, I have to tell somebody I'm live. So, anyways, I did it live last night. I said me and Starlight said we don't agree. I told TNT, hey, I don't agree with it. But at the end of the day, we did what we could do. I can't go back in time. I can't make it not happen. Of course, we don't agree with children being jacked. Where was this energy when Potty Mouth Mama got all that stuff done to her? Where was this energy when my dead mother was dragged? Where was this energy when my kids were dragged? I just, um, and I'm not excusing what happened yesterday. I don't agree with it. And I don't know how much clearer I can make that. And the same token, I am watching people that did not give one single fuck when it happened to any of us. Expect us to hold our friends to a different standard. Trick is no fucking good with me. Like, I'm done. I've tried to be really careful with how I worded shit. Fuck that. Fuck this. Nobody else does that. Everybody else expects something that they wouldn't fucking do. Make the lives for MGL. Tell her she was wrong for doxing a fucking. She doxed somebody that is in jail right now for abusing their children. That could hurt a fucking case, not just kids. That could fuck a whole thing up. None of you motherfuckers spoke up, Tiffany. So you're fucking, yeah, and you're fake outrage. Oh my God, I'm gonna win this, I'm gonna win that. Tiffany, you know what? I don't like what happened yesterday, but you can still go fuck yourself. Bye, bitch. I don't give a fuck. That's how I feel about that. I can't with this shit. And now I even told Tiffany on a panel, I don't agree with it. I'm sorry it happened. But somehow or another, that is not good enough around here. I don't know what's good enough because then you got Tawny fucking C in the chat. See, they're going to say they don't agree. No, I don't agree. You ain't going to make me say something I don't fucking mean. I don't agree. What else do you want from me? Like, what would make y'all fucking happy? Let me just put this fucking link in chat. Maybe one of you motherfuckers will come and tell me what would make you fucking happy because I'm done. I'm done being nice now. Now I'm pissed. Like, this is bullshit. It's not fucking cool. What do you want us to do? I would like to know from somebody. Like what is it that you want us to do? What would make you happy? What would satisfy you guys? Because I want to know where is that energy for when my friend was hurt, Potty Mouth Mama, or when my mom was gone after. You know, where's all like you guys didn't even do what we did. You didn't stand up to MGL. I mean, a few of you did. I'm not gonna say nobody did. A few of you did, but as a collective group, you didn't. I'm just saying. Sorry, I didn't read the chat. Yeah, I don't want to group everybody in. I don't want to be like them. I'm not grouping everybody in. If that's how it sounds, my apologies because I do think certain people stood up. But as a collective group, that didn't happen. And that's okay. They're your friends. Why would you call your friends out publicly? I mean, but we did. We told her, hey, I don't agree with that. And I don't. But what do you want? What's going to make everybody happy here? Can someone tell me what we're supposed to do? Please. Hold on one second. I gotta get a drink. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, exactly. No, I know what you're saying, Stephanie, and I agree with you. Sorry, I had to get a drink. Um, yeah, and it's not like I don't want to play that game of they did it too, and they did this and they did that. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm just asking: is it around the board, or is it just when we fuck up? Is it just when they fuck up? What's going on here? Because it doesn't feel very around the board. It's so weird. I can't. Yeah, I would love to talk, but you can't talk around. Nobody will take like I had a link and then the chat was just like not very a lot of the chat wasn't happy. Not all of them. I want to group them all in, but it's like, what are you supposed to do? What do we do? I don't know what to do. So I just want to know what we're supposed to do. Um yeah, I mean if somebody's in here that could take a link, here's Batty. Hey Batty. You're muted, honey. I don't know if you know.
Sorry, I'm trying to mute my other chat.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, you can't even talk in there calmly. Like, I got attacked right when I went in there. And I wasn't even in TNT's chat. So don't accuse me of being in there supporting shit I didn't support, first off.
Right. Battie's been really sick, and she's barely been, like, able to...
I wasn't in there at all.
Yeah.
And I don't think what happened to Tiffany's child was cool at all. And I don't want them going around saying, I don't want to be grouped together. Like, I'm over that shit. Stop grouping us all together. Go at who said it, not everybody else. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, if somebody knows the truth, maybe you could DM her. I would love to have an actual conversation, not yelling. What?
Yeah, let's discuss it. We don't have to bash each other. You're bashing the wrong people.
Yeah.
I don't know what they want us to do. I mean,
well, Nenny's live and Tiffany's over there, and it's like we're all getting grouped together, and it's just ridiculous. I guess you had to watch it go down, Starlight. But it's just like nothing's ever good enough. I actually went on Nenny's and I said, hey, we don't agree with this. And I'm not trying to group everybody together because, like, Kiki Ramblings was really cool. There were certain people that were really cool about it. And Nenny was even cool about it. But then it had to go from like 0 to 100. So since calling your friends out is not enough, I want to know what is enough and when they're going to start calling their friends out for their shitty things, I guess, is my question.
Exactly. I didn't see them having a live about any of that. What how are we supposed to fix this? I mean, we called them out. What do we do?
Right, I'm not going to stop being friends with somebody. People mess up, okay? Like, I've messed up. Look how I came into the community like a wrecking ball, you know? And all we can do is take, you know, they're going to do better. And Steph is still pretty new, okay? Steph is new. And I feel like it's a learning thing for her. But we did say, hey, we don't agree. You need to do better. We said that, okay? I even went on Nenny's and said that because I didn't want everybody being grouped together. But it doesn't matter. Like, they don't care.
Yeah, because I don't agree with it. Tiffany's family didn't do shit. They didn't. And we said that. I don't know.
I don't know either. What's the answer? Like, can somebody tell me? Oh, I'm getting tagged. Hold on, guys. I'm pulling chat up. I have to defend Betty because she always respectful to everyone. Yeah, she is. Nomadic Nick, she is. Okay. Hey, Steph, Sandy, P-Day.
Thank you.
J-Mac.
Hey, everybody.
Stephanie, BTS, J-Mac. Oh, I just said J-Mac. More Than Enough. Eric, Sarah. Yeah, Nenny's got a shit panel. Steph, all you can do is apologize. I don't know. It's just like,
yeah, Steph, you yell at me. I don't. Tiffany's I get she's upset. I would be upset. I get it, but don't take it out on me. I wasn't in that chat.
Right, and she's sitting up there saying y'all sat in this chat. So okay,
yeah, you all did this. You all did that.
But she's the same one that sat in MGLs when she did that to PMM. That's my fucking problem. That's my problem. Like, you sat in PMMs, and I'm not making this about whataboutism because I hate that shit. But I'm just saying it wouldn't be fair for us to group you because of what MGL did, right? We're not doing it.
I don't want that done to anybody on our side either. I don't.
Hey,
I don't want that done to nobody.
Sin, Alex.
There's plenty of other shit to talk about. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, maybe a conversation would be good. I don't fucking know, but every time a conversation starts, it goes left real quick, you know?
And I get defensive when they go at you because you didn't do nothing either.
I love you, Batty.
No, I love you guys. And, you know, people make mistakes, but nobody's going anywhere. That's obvious.
Right. And if we can't do a conversation right this second, like right now.
God, we're all adults. Let's discuss it because it happens on both sides. It happens on both sides.
Mm-hmm. It does on both sides. And
I love you,
they don't. Hey, Sally. They don't call their friends
out. Hey, everybody.
Hello, darlings.
What's
Hi, Sally.
Well, I don't know. Fuck if I know. Hey, Sally.
Hi, chat. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Okay. Yep. I know I'm panel whoring today. One of my favorite hobbies.
No, you're fine. I haven't been around.
No, but you know, I'm so sick and tired of this bullshit. Look, what was done to Tiffany was wrong. We all said it.
Yes, we
You
did.
said it on a live, Starlight said it on a live, I said it on a live, Potty Mouth said it on a live. Okay? But when Diane was being attacked and ripped apart, and anybody that had the name Diane was being doxxed and everything, you weren't allowed to say anything because everybody was there enjoying themselves.
Right.
And if you stood up, you're supporting Diane, you're supporting. Now, these very people, okay, that were doing all the doxing and the people that were in their chats, okay, while it was happening, are the ones pointing a finger at us. For what?
Yep.
What did we do?
Right. I wasn't even there.
Did MGL, after she went to Potty Mouth and Mandolin and Hello Starlight, did she fire up alive and apologize? Never.
Hell no.
Did Tiffany Marie and Laura and them hold MGL accountable? Never. Did any of those people that were in those chats hold her accountable? Never.
No, that's my problem.
But they want us to do that to our people. I mean, and we're doing the best we can. Exactly.
No, we're doing exactly what we are supposed to do. It's not the best, it's what we are supposed to do. We were holding Trisha and Stephanie accountable. And we stated it, the sub stated it, okay? When she made the apology, some of us went up on her panel, okay? And we said, thank you for the apology, but we still don't agree with what happened. What more do you want? Do you want, like Diane, somebody on a tree, okay, hanging with nails in their hands or something? Listen,
right, I don't know.
When you hold MGL accountable for what she has done to Potty Mouth, okay, she endangered a case, a huge court case that
that's what I said,
going on.
Sally. That's what I said.
Okay. Mm-hmm. She wished karma. She said that the sexual abuse was karma on Potty Mouth and her children. That was their karma. She attacked Starlight and her kids. She attacked Mandolin and her kids, and God knows what else. When that lot and those subs exactly can hold her accountable, then them pointing a finger at me will mean something. But I tell you something, don't do any more lives about that bullshit. Let them rot in hell.
Yep, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, because you know what? I went up on Ninny's, and this is not against Ninny, because Ninny was actually very polite and nice and didn't want to group everybody together, right?
I haven't had a problem with Ninny.
But it was the people in the chat saying, oh, of course they're going to say this. Well, you just said that we're not going to hold our friend accountable, but when we do, it's still not good enough. So what the fuck is the answer?
And what are you guys going to do to hold your side accountable? Let's keep it consistent.
No, but there isn't. Look, let me tell you something right now. When we do something this side of the railway line, okay, we do the way that we are. We do our own thing. We have our own set of morals and accountability and stuff like that. Don't give a shit what the other side says or does, because that's their hassle. But we here, okay, what happened, and the way that we all reacted was the way that we should have reacted. And now we all move on, lessons learned, we move on. Okay? But over there, I don't want to know what's going to make them happy. I don't want to know a damn thing, because they just
doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was about not make you happy. I meant what, because now my name's being grouped into all this shit. I don't even know why. Like, I wasn't even there. Everybody's name's being grouped in. So what I meant was, I guess I'm with you guys. I just wanted to stay consistent, and it's fucking not, and it's bullshit. That's all.
Right.
And I just want to say one thing, and then I'm going to get down. I owe all of you guys on the panel an apology. Everybody in the chat on this side, an apology. And I don't think I made that clear on Trisha's live stream. I knew better than to give them any reason to come at this side, and you're all going to get tied into it because we're friends, and I'm really sorry for that.
Well, that's all you
can
do. We're human.
Thank you, Steph. I appreciate it.
You know.
I know, and
but it's not okay. But thank you. You know what I mean.
My DMs are wide open. If you want to tell me anything, it's wide open. I've pretty much heard from everybody on this panel. Well, a few. Yeah, they've all held us accountable behind the scenes. They can. I don't.
As soon as I found out, like I was sorry. I'm like
no, go
in
ahead.
a crappy reception area, but so I'm a mod for Trisha. I'm in her Discord. I consider myself like her and Steph's and everyone's friends. And I was like in and out yesterday. A lot of people weren't sitting there the whole time like, oh yeah, go Trisha, go. I probably made a couple jokes, especially when like Black Eagle was being a menace, like going up and down. Like that was a long ass live. And from what I didn't catch even Eric was like, oh, Trisha's live. And we're like, okay, we'll be there in a little bit. Like we took our time getting in there because we thought it was just the Life with Jen stuff again. Like I didn't know, found out everything after the fact. But, you know, everyone thinks that because you type something like an emoji in a chat or whatever, you're there supporting every little thing that's going on the entire time. Like a lot of us are moms and we're just like farting around the house, doing mom stuff.
And look, even if you came into the chat and said something, you were gonna get called out and told to shut the F up.
I know.
Trisha was mad. I think Raquel actually came into the chat yesterday and said something, and Raquel got attacked because we weren't trying to hear it at the time. It was just
I'm glad I missed that.
You gotta be a fool and a very brave motherfucker to type in TNT's chat when she's on one.
Exactly. So, and you know, so I just wanted to apologize to you guys.
Well, thank you, Steph, and that's like all you can do, you know? That's all you can do.
I'm just sorry all this shit's going down. I get it.
And learn going forward, you know? That's all you can do.
I'm going to log off for a little bit, but I'm going to listen to what you guys have to say.
Okay,
I'm always open to that.
Well, be good. Just sometimes logging out for a day or two, it's like the best thing you can do, you know?
Yeah.
And just, it's fine. Shit happens. You just got to move on and learn from that.
Thanks, guys.
Steph,
have a good day. I'm sorry.
Bye, Steph.
Bye, Steph.
Bye, Steph. It's okay.
I can hear you, Sally.
I want to ask you a favor.
Yeah.
Okay. Please don't get involved in a doxing again.
No, I won't ever.
Please don't facilitate it. Don't get involved with it. Take a step away from it. Even if it's your best friend, take a step away from it, please, sweetheart.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Please, for your own sake.
You know, some people do the eye for an eye thing. I don't do that.
It doesn't work.
I've had stuff done to me. I've been doxxed all over this place. My kids' pictures have been put out all over this place. I've gotten the worst of it, and I don't retaliate at all.
And they need to leave Steph alone,
that's
too.
That's the way to be.
They do.
It's hard, but that's the way to be. Okay?
Right. But yesterday it was sentenced. She had we thought it was real, like the proof was real, like or what it was true, right? And so that's what we went on, and she was pissed, and I felt bad for it too because if like the job opportunity she lost, and then somebody did that to her kids. It was
just make
lot.
Sure you see it.
But we were in the
proof.
Yeah, you're right.
With your own eyes, you know.
Yeah.
And even then, when you see the proof, if it's
thank
doxing,
you for
please,
coming up.
Right. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, darling. Day. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah. No. I knew there was going to be retaliation. Okay. And I knew that Mandolin, Hello Starlight, and Potty Mouth were going to cop it a lot as well, okay?
Yeah.
Because that's how that side works. All right? But you know what? We don't... If you're going to do an eye for an eye, we're all going to end up freaking blind.
Nobody would want to be here.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, it's getting bad, and I don't want to become everything that we have been against. Like, I don't want to become them. We are better than that.
Well, I say if there are certain people that are quote unquote on the other side. If you don't want doxing, you're against doxing, let's talk. Let's figure something out and figure out how to move forward and not have this happen in the future to anybody.
Yeah, it needs to stop on all sides. The doxing needs to stop.
People need to speak out. And I tell you something, the way that the guys have spoken out this time, I think is going to give people that before have kept quiet more courage to speak out if something happens like that on our side again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think,
well, hopefully it'll encourage the people on their side to maybe open their pie holes when it happens too. Am I right, Sally?
Don't hold your breath. You might fossilize.
They definitely need to start holding their side accountable, though, for the shit they pull, not just us.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. Is that's my problem.
Exactly.
Whoa. So okay, never mind. It's not there anymore. So what it is this. My problem was, like I said in the beginning, I don't know who all was here. MGL, okay, because Tiffany said everybody that was in that chat, blah blah blah. So then Tiffany literally said that as she was in MGL's when all of that other stuff went down. And do you think she said a word?
No,
so I just want to know.
It
needs to stay consistent. I agree. You should call your friend. You should say something, right? But at the same time, why is it only our responsibility? Shouldn't it be across the board, or am I crazy here? Like, am I not?
Absolutely.
No, it should be across the board.
Oh yeah. Okay, they shouldn't just be like they shouldn't be hypocritical because they want us to call our side up, but they're not doing the same on that side. That's hypocrisy right there.
Of course it is, but that's how they live. That's how they make their content. That's how they make their money. That's how they make their views.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You can't expect much more out of hypocrites, but I expect more out of us, than they're ever
right. It's not about them for me. Yeah, and I want to get that clear too. Like a lot of people are like, they're never going to be that way. But we are better.
That's why we're over here and not over there.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we may say something out of anger and stuff, but then like give it a couple hours or give it a couple days, and then we'll come to our senses, and then we'll start up a live, and then that's when we'll start making apologies for stuff. Because that's what we do over there. We can't really expect much.
I wanted to tell you too that FOD did erase or put those lives on private too.
Thank you.
I wanted to let you know that they did do that.
Thank you, FOD, and thank you, Mandolin, for letting me know.
Mandolin and panel, I got to jump down.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye, Sally.
Bye, Sally.
Bye, Sally.
Bye, my sweethearts. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. And chat. Thank you. Love you all. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you. Love you, Sally.
Love you, Sally. Bye.
Okay, so I know I hate the whole side thing, J-Mac, but there's no other way to put it. MGL, Laura, they are not. I don't know how to say it. Like I'm not.
That's the
I hate
way
the side
that
thing.
they do it.
Yeah, we didn't create the fucking. I don't want the sides. Like, I hate it, but it is what it is. What it is. I don't know. Sucks.
And
I
would
J-Mac,
also
I agree.
like them to say what else can be done. What is their suggestion? Since it's not enough and it's never enough. Like what do you want? What are we not doing that can help the community? What can they do to help? Because that's really what needs to happen. Is for things to get better.
With them going like
it's just
doxing out
getting
the
worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
And the worst part is like they're doxing out the wrong people, and like they're still doxing in general. Like they're putting the wrong people in danger. They're putting innocent people in danger when they put out their information and stuff.
It has nothing to do with Diane. It's the person that it's not. The actual person's information.
Like with the Dina situation.
Exactly.
I've been over here talking on damn mute. I know. The reason that I went live against my better judgment, I hate that. Against my better judgment, because I probably shouldn't have, but it's because Tiffany sat on the panel and said, and all you motherfuckers in the chat co-signed it. But, okay, girl, well, you were in that chat with 800 people when that happened to Potty Mouth Mama. Y'all were in the chat when Laura dragged my dead mom and blamed her for my fucking abuse that happened when I was a child and told my story. Y'all were there when my kids have been dragged, when Starlight's kids have been dragged, when Ash has been doxxed. So if we're going to hold people in the chat accountable, we got to do it across the fucking board, right? Like,
exactly right.
On the board.
But they're not going to do that.
Are you comparing yourself to Tiffany? You're better than Tiffany.
Totally.
No, I'm not. No,
you know what I mean?
You're right. Yeah,
Right.
you're right.
It's like if you were comparing yourself to
We
Tiffany,
know
I was
she's
like,
a piece of
I was
shit.
gonna figuratively smack you if you did.
We know
I'm
that
not,
she's,
but I'm
we know she's okay with going real life. We know she's okay with calling people's family members. We know that she does all those things. So we can't compare ourselves to somebody that is okay with those things when we're not.
Oh yeah.
Right.
You know, she's gonna sit right there and cheer that along.
Yeah, and hold on, Kimmy, I'm letting you up. Exactly. You're right. It just rubbed me the wrong way. Like, wait,
Yeah,
so
because
you're
she's
not
a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
you're not one blame for your friends, but you're gonna, it's just like, and I don't even want to have a conversation with Tiffany because I just like she's unteachable, unapproachable. She doesn't give a
This
fuck.
made Tiffany a victim. Now she gets to cry
Uh-huh.
about it.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. It's fucking the worst case scenario. It's ridiculous.
And you know what? I'm going to put myself into this. Steph, you remember 2 years ago, the shit with me? I could have gone,
Yes.
I could have dug so much information on people, and I could have just, I probably could have brought the drama community down in some way.
Exactly, yeah. But you didn't.
Nope. So, like, I mean, I could have been in the same shoes as Tiffany, like, because I could have gone real life on people. I could have I could have found any information on them and just brought it public. You know?
I want to say this after I said that about Tiffany, but no matter what, her child or children, whatever, are innocent, and they don't deserve what.
No, they didn't deserve that.
No way.
Oh, and we said that, but look, I went into the chat and I grabbed the link and I just said, hey, I wanted people to know that everybody doesn't agree, and I was going to tell them more, like, I had when we did go to them, we did tell them we don't agree. Me and Starlight even went live last night. I didn't have a shit to do with that picture, but you couldn't, because the chat was like, yeah, of course you're gonna say that, of course. Well, but you were just saying we weren't gonna say it, so they
used the picture that you had, so of course she's gonna say that. You know what I mean? That's kind of like, why the fuck would they use that picture?
Right, because I don't throw it in her how they like doxed me to find pictures and all that. I don't throw that in her. I never bring that shit up. I just take it on the chin and say, yeah, I shouldn't have done it, okay? Because it doesn't matter what she did. I shouldn't have reacted the way I did, right? But I get Ash's frustration. It's like, we're always the ones taking on the fucking chin and being the bigger person, and it's like they never learn. So I do understand her. I do get your frustration, Ash. I do.
I totally do too. But at some point, it's just like they're always going to be who they are. We just have to move on from dealing with them, I think, at all.
Yeah.
Because we're competing in two separate arenas. They're playing a totally different game than we're even willing to play.
Oh, absolutely.
So sorry, I had to mute for a second, but you're right. I mean, okay, so it is, and I haven't, I've been like not even mentioning the purple ladies. I was also making a joke, and I have no problem not mentioning them. It's like, I don't know. I feel two different ways about this, and I usually don't. I usually stand pretty firm in what I feel, but I understand Ash's frustration, and I get it. But the other side of me is like, well, fuck it, just don't even like. They act like they're dead. Not literally. I'm saying like they're nothing to me. Like, don't even mention them.
Right. It's conflicting, and I do see both sides too, totally. But it's gonna just be to a frustrating end, because they're never gonna be different. They're always gonna be who they are.
And look at Lorraine's comment. She's right 100%. Look at Tiffany's gonna fuck with the wrong person, and you definitely know it will be a shit show.
Well, yep, and you know what? That's going to be on them, because they're the ones that keep going real life and shit. We don't do that over here, and I would never do that. Like, it's just not my
Lorraine
style.
Is right, though. Like, not everybody's us.
Right.
A lot of people
not everybody's us.
And we don't know who's watching either.
Yeah, a lot of people are willing to do crazy shit.
Didn't we learn anything from Oni? Because he was like, I mean, some people did only because he was with the MGL. Some people suspected him, but overall, I just went. I just got some screenshots where I had said, like, this was way before the cop stuff. Oni's a nice guy. Like, he's almost too nice for the drama. That's the like, we don't know who's watching for real. Not like you talk to them on a daily basis, kind of thing. But There's a million Onis just watching and waiting
every day,
and
trying to
every
get
day.
both sides fighting with each other. The trolls go in both chats. They're both trolling both sides because they watch the shit show. They like the fighting back and forth. And they fall for it and believe it and whatever. Keep it all going all the time.
Yeah, I know, and I can't believe people are still falling for trolls 4 years late, 3 years later, whatever. Like, it's the same shit all the time. But I wish one of them would come over here and take a link. Like, I really want to have a conversation.
I would like to talk to Tracy because I feel like, listen, she drives me insane and I don't like her stance on a lot of stuff, but she doesn't go real life. As far as I've seen, she herself doesn't partake in that kind of stuff.
Well,
So
she's
I
in,
think
I
we
guess she's on
could.
vacation.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we could, maybe come to some common ground just on the doxing thing moving forward.
Maybe. I don't know because I don't know because now she's like friends with Brian again. And Nenny did say I can't say a lot because I sat by Brian when he was doxing, and I don't know if they're not friends anymore, if she's just, saying I don't agree with that. I don't know. But the people that like sit in Brian's and go up on MGLs and fangirl over MGL, like that was only like a month ago when she did it the Potty Mouth Mama.
But they were calling Brian out when we were supporting Brian too. So like,
right, that's where it gets tricky. And now they're over there supporting him and we're calling him out and we're the bad guys again, of course.
I think we're always going to be the bad guys.
Yeah, maybe
I'm still going to say what I need to say because I don't believe in the doxing and I don't think people's kids should be brought up.
Maybe we'll never get along even to agree on the not doxing thing, but it's a possibility.
But we can't stop everybody. I mean, we can speak up on it, but
and not be okay with it.
Well, that's all
we can do. Maddie. Like, what else can we do?
Nothing. Sarah, no, you're right. And that's what, okay. The reason that I got so upset was because they were all saying, everybody in that chat, which I wasn't even in the chat, but everybody in the chat agreed this, that, and the other, but in the same breath saying they're not responsible for what MGL or Laura does, like when they're in her chat or on her panel. It's just, I'm not used to these double fucking standards. I don't know what to do with it. Apparently, I don't know how to process it. Like, I don't know. Yeah,
I think you're expecting people that are hypocrites to have logical.
They're not going to understand
expectations. You know what I mean? They're never not going to be hypocritical. I don't think.
We called out. Hypocrites. I mean, we said what we believe, that we don't agree with it, and we said it to who we needed to say it to.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, and poor Batty, everybody takes her wrong. She gets kicked out of chat left and right now, and it's like, but she's one of the nicest ones. Like, yeah, Amy Jane, thank you for taking the stance. A lot of people did. Okay, P-Day, enjoy your dinner, honey.
But don't tell me I was in that chat supporting that when I wasn't. Just, sorry.
Yeah, I guess that's my problem, too.
And I don't like when Amanda Lynn or Starlight and them get attacked for shit they don't do either. It's...
Yeah, it's like...
That's been happening a lot, I feel like.
Yeah.
It is. I've been trying to do my own thing, so has Starlight, and Starlight and I hardly are on anybody else's panels, each other's. That's literally, I don't go and take links anymore. I might pop on 5 late night once a month, and I came on your panel, but I mean, I don't like go on random panels. I don't fight with people. I understand that a lot of times I brought it on myself before, but I learned from that, and I don't do those same things. Like, I don't go.
Same here.
Exactly.
And so, like,
I learned my lesson with Laura. I learned it.
Yes.
I don't want to be in that spot again.
Yeah, and at the beginning of Corona, I was taking a lot of links and stuff, but I learned my lesson not to do that so much, right? And not to fight every battle. But it doesn't matter. They're still like, Mandolin, Starlight and Mandolin, Batty Boot. Like, what the fuck? I'm not even there. Come on.
We can try not talking about them anymore, but they'll keep bringing some of us up all the time. That's one major issue that's going to be.
You have to ignore it. That's the only way to move past that. Because really, if they're bringing you up, it's only because they need that content on their channel. They have nothing else, Just it's bringing money in, really.
Yes, no, exactly. That's why I got up. That's the whole thing I got upset about, was because they were like comparing it, but only it was like a double standard. If you're gonna, it's not, doesn't matter. It's like fucking A. It's, I don't know how to explain it. It's just getting real fucking old around here. Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. You say you want to move on and all that shit, then do it. Just don't mention me. I can be dead to you. That's
Love you,
fine with
Lorraine.
me.
It's okay.
Love you, Lorraine. I'm sorry that you are, this is stupid. I love Lorraine. I absolutely love her.
I mean,
And
I can handle my own. I don't like being told I did something I didn't do.
right.
I hate that shit.
Me too. And I know that Ash and like Lorraine are so frustrated with the situations that
We're
are
all
going on.
frustrated, man.
Yeah, right. Everybody's frustrated. The only reason I said those two is because they're the ones commenting about it the most. And I understand it's frustrating watching the same people that victimize a lot of people now be the victim. But that's what happens when we dox, right? Like they become the victim.
Yeah, they made her the victim, though. That's why they chose to, and they're sorry, they apologize, but they made a bad decision and made her a victim. And it's just like, it's almost given her everything that she's ever. It's so
Love you, Starlight.
frustrating. It's like, why do that? And I know it was a mistake, and they're sorry, but it just, it's so frustrating.
Yeah, yes, I know. Yes. And look, I'm the queen of mistakes. Like I'm always fucking up something just because I
say things out of anger sometimes too.
Yeah,
everybody
I'm
does.
impulsive. Yes, I'm impulsive. So sometimes, like, well, not so much anymore, but like, especially the beginning of Corona, I would just jump on everybody's panel, and I had to learn to reel it in, which I thought I was doing a good job, but I just wish that it was like even across the board and we could just stop, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, little Starlight's growing up. Bye, figure skating coach. I don't know if her and Bad Wolf are, I don't know.
But I think we
No,
called it out, and
Ash.
what else? I mean, what else more can we do? But
And I hope Steph knows, don't don't beat yourself up so much about everybody. Literally, everybody that I know of makes stupid mistakes when they first
I know
start.
I did.
Yeah, like it's just a thing. You learn, you get your legs about you, and you don't do it again. It happens. It happens to everybody. Don't beat yourself up so hard about it.
Right. The only way people are going to truly believe that you're sorry, and I mean this in a good way, like if it comes out wrong, is just don't do it again. And then people can say like, oh, so she did learn. I mean, you're still going to have the people, because I still have people that talk shit from 4 years ago or whatever.
They're always going to bring it up.
Yeah. But at the same time, like the people that actually care that we're upset will be like, oh, okay, good. She didn't do it again. Like that's literally all you can do. I mean, change behavior is the best apology. It really is.
Yeah, exactly right. She was supporting her friend. She was mad for her friend, and they went on with it. It happened. We can't change it. It is what it is. It was a mistake, and we got to move on. There's no other options with this. Just like they do when they when they don't even call MGL out for the horrible things she does, right? And they still support her. So I'm not bothered by anything they have to say. We said what we have to say. We said what we have to say. We did what we have to do. The only thing I'm concerned with is if they have any suggestions, anything that we can make this better in the future so that this doesn't continue to happen on either side.
Exactly.
That's the only thing I'm concerned with. If they're not interested in that, fuck them forever. That's how I feel about it. Fuck all the way off.
Right. If they're not going to take the apology and they're just going to keep drawing it into the ground, well, go check your own behavior. I don't know. All you can do is watch and see. And if it doesn't change, you know what? Don't watch them anymore. Or whatever. Don't support them anymore.
I'm not here to make any of them happy. Sorry.
Well, Ash, they really do go in on Ash, but Ash is a warrior. She will fight a whole battle by herself. She doesn't give a fuck, and I love that about her.
I love Ash. If you have her on your side, she is an awesome friend.
Yeah, if you have Ash on your side, you're winning already. Honestly,
absolutely.
Well, none of them know Ash at all. So they can, whatever they have to say about her is they're just pulling it out of their ass anyways.
Yeah, they don't know. Like, they don't know Ash. She's actually the nicest and most forgiving one until she's done. And like, as far as the friends that I have, she's the most forgiving. She's the one that will fight the hardest until she's just done. And then she's done. Like, Ash is a good person to have on your side. She's a good friend.
I guess if you have to dox and go at people's kids, then you've already lost, basically.
Right, and that's all MGL.
I don't want to get to that low ever. Like,
I mean, look at MGL. Yeah. She showed pictures of somebody's family member. I think you might have said that earlier. Potty mouths. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I want nothing to do with anybody that's okay with that kind of behavior. I don't care.
I'm definitely not okay with that.
No like way. Showing that could have really gotten somebody hurt. Like, I didn't realize, I don't want to either. So, oh no, where'd Steph go?
I think she just dropped out.
She'll probably be back. It's okay. Yeah. Oh, there she is. Hey.
I kick myself off every 2 minutes. That's okay. On my phone.
That's all right. But you're right. There's nothing we can do. I was just frustrated, and that offer stands for like the truth, Nenny.
Yeah.
I mean, even Kiki. Yes. Like, if you guys want to have a conversation about where you think we should go from here, we don't have to be friends, but what we're going to accept all around the board, or however we're going to move on, whatever, I am down. Like, I wish that one of them would come up right now.
I think that would be a really good thing, like the people that don't stand behind anything real life, just make it really clear so we can set some kind of boundaries. And yes, we can still have sides fight with each other, but that shit needs to be off limits across the board. That would be great. And then we could still interact with them, but if they're willing to stay in chats where people are showing people's family members, I cannot interact with them, period. I'm not going to.
No, I'm not comfortable with that. I don't want to be like, I'm not looking to make new friends. I have plenty of friends, but I do want to know what.
I'm even talking fighting. I'm not even talking friendship. I'm saying even if we're going to fuss back and forth, do the drama thing back and forth, I'm not even willing, personally, if you're okay with supporting somebody that shows somebody's kids on stream. Not even willing to do drama with you.
Right, I don't even want to fight with you because it's just going to go so low.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, K-Mello.
I am so
hi, honey.
Pissed right now.
Hey, Mello.
I wouldn't even say anything to Tiffany.
Yeah, I know. You got attacked in that chat, too.
Or fucking weirdo. You're the weirdo. I mean, really, Dragon Chaser. Go fuck yourself, for real. I didn't say shit to you, Tiffany. And when I was in her chat yesterday, I said, oh my God, what the fuck? And I bounced like pretty quick after that. So,
well, do you want to state publicly here that you do not support anybody doxing?
Tiffany, you stayed in a chat where a fucking woman put a federal fucking case in jeopardy.
Yep.
Well, do you? I mean, all you
can, so fuck off all the fucking way.
Okay, all you can do is say that you don't agree with that behavior and you don't want to interact with anybody that does, and that fuck that side too. Like, that's, maybe you could just say you don't want to agree with it publicly, and then they can't go at you.
I mean, I don't know what else.
That's all you can do.
That was in the chat. I mean, honest to God,
that's it.
Were we supposed to jump up there and tie her down, beat her up? I mean, for real. Nobody was saying, "Yeah, tell her." Oh, yeah, that's. Hey, can you tell us her other?
Tiffany,
Nobody fucking said that.
Mellow one. Tiffany,
listen to stuff.
I don't have no beef with Nitty. I think she's trying because she was letting us all say our piece.
Yeah, I like Nitty.
Yeah, Nitty,
like I'm doing right now, took complete control over her fucking panel, and that was just so.
Well, here's the thing. Tiffany knows that you had nothing to do with that, right? But she's using this opportunity to, play her. Well, she is the victim, but she wants to use this opportunity to go at people and to spin it however she wants. All of those things. All you can do is say that you don't support it. You weren't part of it. You didn't support it, and that's it.
Yeah. I have to put my headphones in.
All right, hold on. So, misnomer. Basically, I was in a different live, and they were making they were comparing things that were similar, but one side's accountable, saying we don't agree with something, and the other side never does. But I forgot that you can't expect. You have to remember, like, expectations need to be low with certain people, and I forget that, and I think that everybody's going to think the same way we do, and they don't, and it's frustrating. But I got to learn that.
You've been doing really good, Mander. I mean, you've been staying out of a lot of stuff for real.
Thanks. I've been trying to. I've been I've been
See,
trying
people see you,
to
girl.
not. Thank God, because I really just don't want, like, I still want to support my friends and all that, but if it's like a true shit show, I've been trying to stay low, just because I I don't want to just be known
Right.
as someone that goes around starting shit all the time. That
Right,
makes
right,
sense.
right. I feel you. Hey, Tatum, the reason I got called out is because me and Tiffany over there used to be in Stephanie Brown's Discord. We have a history. That's why I got called out.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying she just used it as an opportunity to single you out, even though she knows good and well you have nothing to do with that whatsoever.
She knows
She
that's
knows
not my
also you
style.
wouldn't support that,
That's not
right?
my style. I mean, my God, if I have a problem with somebody, I'm going to come to your house, and nobody else is going to know about it until it's in the news. I mean, I'm not even fucking kidding. I mean,
Oh
but there's
my
She's
God,
something
Kate
wrong.
kidding.
Malone.
That's
But
Kidding,
funny.
let me
kidding.
clarify that.
She's kidding.
Let me clarify that, though. Let me clarify that. That means there's nobody on here that could do anything to me to make me. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Really? I mean, to be honest,
What you're saying is, what you meant to say was, nobody on YouTube is worth getting you out of your character over anything,
yeah, I'm
right?
not going to. Yeah,
That's
I
what she
didn't
meant
go.
to say.
Right, I'm not. I haven't gone to prison for killing a pedophile that did something to my granddaughter. So there, that ought to tell anybody what they need to know. You know what I mean? Like, really, someone's gonna call me weird? Ooh, they called me weird. What?
Just I know it's frustrating, but we do have to learn just uh,
I'm sorry.
like,
Say
not interact with them. It's not going to be worth it. This is I do want to have a conversation, so the truth knows how to get a hold of me.
right.
Yeah, I
I
hold
would
out
love a
hope for that.
conversation.
That would be great, because there are certain people that are considered on the other side that I think aren't okay with the real life shit, aren't okay with the doxing shit. They just haven't. The Diane thing split it up to where you either had to be on one side or the other so much that I think maybe that kind of made things a little gray, and now could be an opportunity that we can make things like black and white.
That's exactly what
But
happened,
we'll see.
Stephanie. That's exactly
What
what
we
happened.
need to do is,
I
like, okay, the community's so split, in my opinion, from all the Diane shit. All these rules are being broken on every side, and we are just
Yes.
running amok, and nobody
Yes.
has any clear, okay, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that, because I know Diane didn't ask to be appointed this, but she was. She was appointed, like, the YouTube fucking, I don't know. Everybody knew that you were going to be held accountable. You're going to be in front of 800
Yes.
people, right? Now, you don't have that. Everyone's running amok. And we need to set some fucking boundaries, because it's out of control and someone's going to get hurt.
I
agree.
agree.
Me too. That's good sense right there. And
So
just
yeah.
And
just
all you
going
can do
back
is
and
make the
stirring it
offer.
up.
We can only make the offer, and that's it. And if nobody's willing to take that offer, we could just move on and
We could set our own damn rules,
Yep.
but it's not
yeah,
any fun that way,
make
because
our own community.
yeah,
we'll,
the drama
we'll
is,
fight
look,
each other.
everybody can say they don't like the drama, but you're in the drama
We're
community.
here for the drama. Stop
But
saying
we
that. Everybody stop saying
right.
that.
Yes.
We love the
Shut
drama. We watch
shut
the
up, Sandy.
drama. The drama's entertaining. It's fun, but it's not fun and entertaining to watch when it goes too far and it goes after innocent people. That's what gets me. It's like, we're all on here, fight each other, but like, leave people's kids out of it and shit, because they're not
Right.
on here.
And
Exactly.
to truth be known, and I would tell this to TNT in her face. I'm mad that she doxed the kid, okay? But I'm also mad because it gave them a victim card to play. And my
Totally.
god damn, that
Yep.
pisses me off.
Totally.
And now we have to try to come out of this. And I'm really glad that you guys are putting up the platform to say, hey, can we all be in the middle somewhere or not? Here's the offer. What do you want to do? Because nobody over here like supports that. Nobody over here wants to see what somebody actually get killed, because I mean, we've been at this for 3 years, some of us, and some of us like 5 years, like Stephanie. It's gonna end up that way. Something horrible is gonna happen.
Right, Tatum. If you say you don't like drama, I don't really trust you because you're in the drama community. But I know I have one person, like I know J Mac is really not about he comes in to support me, which I totally appreciate, but he doesn't, you never see him in a lot of texts, just a few of ours. But other than that, I don't trust you.
But he
Like,
also doesn't go to drama streams talking shit. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people that go in drama streams talking shit and then it's like, I hate the drama. No, you don't.
yeah, it's like
You're
we're
right
all
there.
here. I'm actually gonna even message Tawanda and I'm just gonna say, hey, would you guys be willing to have a conversation on a panel with like Stephanie Brown and I?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do that. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Can you hold this down so I can message her real quick?
Yes, we
Sorry,
got it.
All right, hold on.
I can't see chat, so Eric, if there's things in chat we need to address, read it.
Of course.
Hi, Eric.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good now. I'm better because Stephanie's like my sister. She always calms me down.
Oh, I love you.
I love you too.
Don't let that woman get on your nerves.
I was like, you saw.
She's an a-hole. She done the same thing to Betty for no reason. Betty didn't do nothing to her.
I said, Stephanie, I said, oh, I'm glad you said that because I'm too baked right now to even talk about
it. Oh, she made me so mad. I had to leave.
Yeah. And of course, she's doing that on purpose because she don't like certain people, so she's gonna, play it up.
Right.
She don't like me because she knows I know what a dirty snake she is, so that's why she don't like me.
You know the truth.
Anyway, this is crazy. When are you guys gonna try? Are you gonna have it on your panel?
I don't know. I don't care whose panel. I just asked if she would be willing to. I know she's on vacation right now, but I just asked if she would be willing to have a conversation with like Stephanie Brown and I. I just told her to pass the message. Like maybe we could set. I don't mean that. I mean everybody's not going to follow. I just mean like. There was rules before that you knew it wasn't rules that had to be spoken. They were just there.
Yeah.
And you knew if you doxed, like, or if MGL would have pulled that shit when we, had these rules, her channel would be ghosted. Like, that's just a fact.
Well, that's because what happened with Diane made that the epitome of the worst thing you could ever do.
So then after that,
yeah. And then the other thing is that, like you said, like they keep pointing fingers over here for months on end about, oh, you support that. Look, bitch, I didn't like you before that all happened. Why would I jump on your hate train? That doesn't even make fucking sense. You see what I'm saying? Like, why would I go in MGL's or Laura or Tiffany's chat because Diane fucked up? I mean,
right? Yeah, but that's totally.
Does that even make sense?
No, it makes what you're saying makes sense. But also too, that I think you're completely right about the Diane thing. Like it was such a big scandal to everybody because even like going real life on her all of a sudden became like people were cheering for it. That's what they wanted. They were like waiting in line for what I still haven't heard one person answer that question, like what were they going to do when they found her or anything like that. But now it's just like kind of normal to people, and I don't want it to be normal to people.
No, I don't want this normal. Like, I enjoy a good shit show. I enjoy people bickering. I enjoy people, whatever. I'm not going to say I don't like the drama, but I like to know that we're going to do the drama. We're going to throw tomatoes, and my kids are not going to be brought up. My addiction, and I'm not going to bring your kids up, and I'm not going to bring your dad up or your mom up or their death or all the shit that Perp does. I don't like that. That's why I don't fuck with her, right? All the shit that MGL does. It doesn't need to go to that level, and we got to... Like, I like it or not, there's only a few people left in the drama community that go live, and we have to stand together
exactly.
and say, this isn't okay.
Well, you made a great point, Amanda, when you said when Diane and Wendy, when that stopped, then that was like, I'm not going to say they were the moral compass, because I don't think that's fair to put that on anybody, but they had the most views. So you would, if you fucked up, then you're going to be like, so fucking, like, oh my God, what did I do, right? That there's no,
and all of that was off limits. It wasn't okay. It was never okay.
No, exactly. And so now there's zero accountability. How You know what I'm saying?
Hell, right now we're making Mark Terry and them look like a fucking angel. We got to get our shit together. Like, what the
Yes,
hell?
like we're not them. We're not the. If we wanted to be boy, we could go over to the bottom of YouTube, right? Like we're not. We're not them. And
Hey,
I'm
People
not.
are probably leaving the drama community to go over there because they're
Yeah,
Yeah,
scared.
they probably feel safer. Isn't that sad? Like
What the
Yeah.
hell?
people don't
Lorelai
really.
did.
I don't blame them. You know,
I'm
this place
dead.
is a fucking madhouse. Like who would want to, right? Like,
Lorelai.
Well,
yeah.
look, you
Mm.
guys know I'm not old drama, okay? But can we elect like Savage to be the new Diane? I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
Savage.
think she wants to be.
No, I don't think Savage wants to be the new Diane, but she definitely would want to be herself. But I
well,
think she could do it.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Savage is a badass.
Because we need a place that we could go to that would hold shit, people accountable for what.
She looks so good, Eric.
She looks
Oh my
amazing.
God, she looks so
Yeah, she
good.
does.
God.
She
Yeah,
makes
Oh
me
yeah,
want to
she's
get
a
off my
total
ass and
milf. I
exercise.
know, right? Like I get off my ass and do something because she is looking hot as fuck.
Oh yeah. I mean, she's watching what she's eating. She's doing the keto drinks and stuff. It's like she's a fucking knockout. Joe is a lucky man.
That's a
What do
Yeah,
the
she's
keto drinks
beautiful.
do? They put you into ketosis?
Yeah, but you got keto flu you can afford to get
Mm.
right now because they have little ones, but a lot of people
Are
get
they
that keto
expensive?
flu. I think so, yeah.
Who?
I think Savage is like a promoter of them, I think. So I think she'd probably be able to get like a discount or something. I don't know. Best bet to talk to her. Like she'd be able to figure something out.
So she sells them. Well,
Yeah.
damn, she's fucking living the she's living by it. Like, you can tell.
Her
They
and her
work,
friend
clearly.
Beth. Yeah, her and her friend Beth they've done live streams. I think they work together. They like promote it and stuff and all that.
Well, they clearly work.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, they clearly work if you do them right because she's looking really good. Yeah, Lorraine, I know, and I'm not saying like anybody's like the top of it. Nobody around here is like the head of the community. We're all pretty even, right? That's my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's pretty even that goes live. Whatever. Some people have been here a little longer, but I don't know what else to do besides that. So I don't know. I wish somebody would take a link and like tell us what they think would work. It sucks.
They're usually all on.
No, I just
all
want
in
to say
here.
I just want to say something to Sarah. No, I'm not making any excuse for Diane. Yeah, she is definitely fucking responsible for that too.
Yeah, I mean, Diane. It is a lot of it is that it stems from the Diane stuff, like it or not, whatever. But
Well, I
can never agree with what happened to her either. Like I can never agree with any of that shit. It's all fucking gross.
No, I'm not saying
It doesn't matter who it happens to.
No, I get it.
In my book.
Nobody should have looked her up at her parents, her grandparents, and her aunt and her uncle. I mean, nobody should have ever fucking did that. And like you said, Stephanie, to what end? To what end? Really?
Right. You can't take the law into your own hand. Like, what are you going to do about it? Citizens arrest? Go arrest her in public? Like, I don't understand.
But what my opinion with the Diane thing is, the money thing was the number one priority. The second priority was how she could have came back here in such a different way. And then I have a lot of opinions about that. It's just like, fuck, dude, fuck. You could have
that whole situation
handled
sucks.
that so much better. And it's just like, and this is and we're living the aftermath of it.
This
it's like the community got set on fire, and
this is all the fallout from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
People don't want to chat. Like in any chats that I've been in, they'll be busy in the first half. Everybody's like scared to really say what they really think, and it shouldn't be like that. I have people that DM me when I'm live to say, I think this or that, but I just don't want to chat right now. Or like, I don't want it to. What's the point of going live if people don't want to talk, if they're scared to talk?
Do you blame them though?
No, not at all. Absolutely not. No.
And how crazy, like if you get somebody that wants to go there, like it's crazy.
But look what happened with PMM. Immediately, MJL goes straight back to the whole Diane situation.
Yes,
yeah. Right? And then even Tiffany today went right back to the whole Diane situation. I'm like, what the fuck does what happened have to do anything with that? Nothing. But it's just
it doesn't.
let's keep digging it up. Let's keep reminding everybody, because those people must agree with her and they must be on her payroll because they're not over here kissing our asses.
Yeah, I'll never kiss their asses, and I'm not anybody's supporter. I'm a fucking Team Amanda, okay? Like I don't like, but I mean, I'm on this. I hate the side shit, but this is my people. You know, this is my side.
Well,
like I love these people.
That's where I learned a huge lesson personally, that I will never defend anything that I haven't seen with my own two eyes. I don't know for a fact. Never.
Yeah, I learned a big lesson too, because I just handled that. You know, I mean, I did come out and say, "Hey, I don't talk to Diane. This is the reason." But I learned a lot of lessons. What I won't do, what I should have done, what I would do differently. Like I learned a lot about myself with the Diane stuff.
That's why I brought that up to Steph, because I have been in that same situation, that you're pissed off for somebody, and then it turns out that's not even the case, and they didn't even tell you, they weren't even honest with you. You know, I'm not saying that was that case, but I'm just saying, like, if you don't see something with your own eyes, you can get it wrong.
And then it comes back to bite you in the ass.
Exactly. And then you're the one that gets blamed for it.
Yeah, and that's happening a lot. Like we get the blame for all of that because we didn't come out and dox. And I don't really care who she is. Actually, I'm fine with her being gone, to be honest. Like it's fine with me. It's totally like, but if she comes back, like, what are they gonna? They think they're gonna keep her running her off. If she chooses to come back, what's anybody gonna do? Like, what's the end goal?
Nothing.
What do you
nothing
want to
anybody
do?
can do. It's a free country. She's allowed to go live on YouTube. I would give her some advice though. Don't bring this situation up every time when you come back. You can't change it. You handled it poorly. And I would, if I were you, this is just advice to you, Diane, if you're listening, to just come back and do whatever you're going to do. If you're going to come back, if not, don't. But I'm just saying, if you do, don't keep rehashing this. It gets worse every time.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Exactly. Good.
Yeah, and you're let the chat fire you up. Like I don't know.
You're only hurting the people that supported you more by doing those lives.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, like you could have still had a platform that people would still. A lot of people might still support you actually to this day, but you would have had a lot more support had you just owned your shit and just said, "I did something that I didn't realize how out of control it was, but X, Y, or Z happened, or whatever happened. I don't know what happened, right? But whatever happened,
don't know either.
I still don't know either. Yes, Seller, you can come up. I would love to hear from the other side. Here's the link.
Well, I just wish that if she keeps going live, or if she does, I don't know, that she would just move on and do something else and not reopen that same wound over and over and over, because it's been hard enough. It really, really has.
And it gets harder every time she goes live too, it seems like.
But you know that she probably wouldn't bring it up, but the other side most definitely will bring it up every chance they get.
But that's fine. That's on her to ignore that. She fucked up.
But Steph, this is the thing. I think if this has gotten so what's the word?
Out of control?
No, well, that too, but all mixed
That's a good
together,
word.
Like it's all muddy because
gray
a lot of people
area,
don't realize that these people that looked her up did it long before Diane and Wendy ever came out and admitted to shit. Okay,
I don't care when it was. Personally.
No, but
hold on one second. I'm sorry. Hold on one sec. Stellar, I put the link in the chat. We asked for the other side to come up. If you think you have a solution that would work and you wanted to share your perspective, you know, it's an open panel.
Thank you.
This poor Justin.
No, but what I'm trying to say, Stephanie, is that people are giving them props because they think that they looked up after the fact. Therefore, it's okay. It's justified. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I do.
I don't think what you're
saying. No, I get it. I do get it. Hold on a second. Is Stellar, are you Stellar coming up? Oh, I'm sorry. There he is. I was just curious. I didn't think he was really going to. Okay, Stellar's up here. Stephanie Brown. Stellar, are you? Hold on a sec. There's an echo in the background.
I think it's Stellar.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I love you, Sandy, my side piece. I just turned.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Amanda. I appreciate your letting me come up. I really do.
And we're just looking for, okay, so we held our friend accountable. This is how it all started. We held our friend accountable. We don't agree with doxing, right? Or Tiffany Marie's child being brought up. We said that, and it wasn't good enough, right? Like, it doesn't matter. They're keeping the chat like saying 1 second they're not going to say anything. When we did say something, it was you. Of course you're going to say that. It was literally the same person saying those two things, and we don't feel like there's any accountability on the other side, which we can't control that, but we don't know what the solution is. So I offered for people from the other side to come up and let us, like, what your solution would be.
Well, I really appreciate that. I'm trying to make this short and sweet. You guys probably are aware of this, but about a year ago or a year and a half ago, I was in a battle with St. Jude, the scandal over in the Boyd with Tucker, right? Are you familiar with that?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because a lot of the women in the drama community were also contributors to that campaign to help St. Jude. And basically, I challenged my good friend Tucker at the time, to take responsibility, and he wouldn't do it. And it took more than a year for a lot of people to move from shock and denial, and boy, were they angry at me, to finally acceptance of what the truth actually was. And I think with the drama community, probably back in February, the whole thing exploded 2.0, St. Jude. And I just think that it takes a long time for solutions to happen. But I did want to share a couple of things if I could.
Sure, yeah.
Well, Amanda, I really believe that loyalty to friendship can blind us to loyalty to the truth. We want to protect our friends. We want to defend them. We want to fight for them, right? It's really hard to challenge their friend. And TNT did that. So the first thing I want to say is I have utmost respect for what she did. And I suspect some of TNT's friends maybe encouraged her to take that step. And I find it commendable that she had the courage to do it. It took a lot of courage, a lot of honesty.
Yeah, well, a lot of it, I don't know if you ever watched my other channel, but a lot of us did stand up and say, we don't support this. Like, I was on Wendy's and said, and like, I haven't talked to Diane since I said I didn't publicly on One Wins panel. So like 2 months ago, we just didn't look. If you're friends with somebody, you don't just throw them away, right? You want to hear their side, correct? I mean,
right.
You give your friends the benefit of the doubt. Hold on, Kimo. I'm going to put you in the back room for 1 second because there's somebody else who wants to come up. So you don't just throw your friends away. I wanted to hear her side, right? But she never came and gave us her side. That's it. I mean, if you're friends with somebody and you really believe in them, you're not just going to throw them away, right? You're going to hear them out.
Right. Right.
But none of us stood by that. Like, we don't stand by what happened and how she handled that.
Well, can I share with you one other thing?
Sure. Yeah. Yes.
My concern about even coming up here was, am I going to be viewed as the enemy? And you said several times you'd like to hear from people who may be on the other side.
Yeah,
actually,
it is. Yeah.
Right. And I'm actually not on a side, although people will think that that's not the case. I've said publicly, I'm not on Marissa's side or Tiffany Marie's or Diane's or Randy's. I'm on the side of transparency. And what got me in trouble was when I went on what Diane called my tour, I ended up on Tiffany Marie's panel talking about transparency, about, good practices for charitable giving. And when I did that, I was seen as aligning myself with Tiffany Marie and everything Tiffany Marie stands for. Number one, I don't know everything that's happened in the history here and with Tiffany Marie or you guys either. So I'm just, I'm trying to be very honest about this. If I'm responsible for things that have happened that I'm not aware of, then I need to know that. I'm trying to get the backstory straight. And there's always several sides to the backstory, right? So
yes.
Yeah. And I know people probably say, well, Stellar, how can you be up on Tiffany Marie's or Marissa's? How can you do that? Because you should know what they've done. Well, what I would say in response is, where were people when I was being dragged over on Jen's panel, and she's here now. She's on side chat. Well, you guys probably didn't know. You didn't know about it, right? You probably didn't
I
even
wasn't
see
there
it.
for that. No, I wasn't there for that live in particular, but I do love Jenny Jen. So
Amanda,
I don't know what,
and I can't blame you for when you weren't there. And I just want people to understand it's really hard to be responsible for something you don't know about. Not everyone here is present on everybody's live stream. So when we see somebody show up on, like I'm here on Mandolin's, are people on some other side going to look at Stella and say, see, he's a traitor now. Now he's switching sides. He's over there. He's a flip-flopper, blah, blah. Well, the reality is they might see it that way, but I don't think that's accurate. I'm trying to say, and it's just a matter of what you choose to believe, but I'm not here to defend any side. When I hear the truth, that's the side I want to be on. And I'm telling you what I believe. And I just thought that when TNT did what she did and she owned her behavior, or as people say, own their shit, the mysterious thing is suddenly you get respect. And she was honest and she got respect for that. And I think she knows that. That's the beautiful thing about it. So I'm happy she did what she did. Right. I'm very happy. It was hard to do, but I think that the rest of us, it takes time to come along. And as far as where does this go from here? If this side, I hate even saying side, hopefully we all want to be on the side of what's true, is going to say, well, our ability to do what we do is contingent upon the other side doing the same thing. That's a recipe for failure. We're not going to get anybody to respond the way we want to in the timeliness of what we would hope they would.
Okay, well, I know do you agree with I'll put this out there. I do agree with what you said, but it's hard because you see people in chats when like deceased parents are being dragged, the victims of sexual abuse are being dragged, the perpetrators are being doxxed with their pictures and their names, and then they're like wanting us to be holding our friend accountable, but nobody, you know what I'm like? That's where I'm at with all of this. That's why I'm like, because I just don't I don't get it.
Well, and Amanda, this is the big thing. This is the line that people cross, whether it's pedophilia or doxing children, families. That is the line I hope we all agree should never be crossed. And that's why I think you guys addressing it today is excellent. I really believe it's the right thing to do. I think that if we want everyone to do the same thing and not cross that line, then I think we have to, in some way, do what we do when the challenge is in front of us to help people with addiction, for example. We don't want to shame them, drag them. We don't want to abuse them because guilt them. It just doesn't work. We want to encourage them. And the best way is by your own good example. So I'm trying to be honest up here and give TNT credit, and whoever supported her for doing that. That is an excellent step in the right direction. An excellent step. Now, there are people on the side chat asking me all kinds of questions. I know I'm not addressing them because I mainly wanted to address what Mandolin, what you were asking. I am not on anyone's side, although you might think I am if you see me over, on Molly Golightly's from time to time. I think I've been up on her panel maybe once, I think twice possibly, but probably only once. So I'm kind of still new to the drama community. I'm mainly from Boyd. So, I'm just giving you my background. I'm not bought into any side except the side of transparency. And if I find the truth over here, that's where you'll find me. And I stepped in here today because I saw the truth. And the truth for me was TNT owning her stuff. And I have the utmost respect. Let me tell you somebody else I have a great deal of respect for. And that is Serendipity. And I'll tell you why I absolutely adore that woman. I'll tell you why. I get kind of emotional talking about it because Serendipity did something most people don't do. She took a look at both sides. There was something to do with me. and I was being accused of something. Serendipity said, well, I'm going to look at the other side. She did. And serendipity came to me and did the most humbling thing in the world. I just came away in awe of serendipity, because that took courage and bravery and integrity. I absolutely loved it. So that's what I think we aim for. That's what I hope we do. We aim for the truth wherever we find it. And if we can do that, we'll be a better community for it. I'm not for dividing the community up by sides. I think that we need to, in a sense, just side with transparency, find the truth and stay with that as best we can. Now, probably all sides have a lot to be accountable for, right? I mean, we've all done things wrong, myself as well. But I'm not here to be divisive. I think I've tried to be supportive. Whenever I criticize someone, I've always heard this: tell them 3 or 4 nice things about themselves before you criticize them. Yeah, Jen's over there. This chat doesn't like or respect you. Jenny, if I practice what I preach, what I should say is, Jenny, you have a wonderful speaking voice. I enjoy listening to a number of the things that you've done. You see what I'm doing here? In other words, if I'm going to be critical of anybody, maybe I might be able to get through to them by trying to balance things out by being nice. But we don't do that very often. And so people get their backs arched against their fur up on the back of their neck, and they get angry. So anyway,
but I do appreciate you coming up here. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the answer is, but we're trying to figure it out. I will never respect MGL because she's like a pedo. Okay, go ahead.
Before you leave, is what you're saying, Stellar, that is pretty much all you can do is own what you've done and apologize for it and try to make right for it?
Oh, no. The other thing,
what you were saying?
Yeah, I appreciate what you're asking me that. In addition to that, I think we have to challenge those that we can, those that will listen.
Okay.
When I hear something from Tiffany Marie or Marissa or Laura or Brian St. John, I don't think I've ever been on his panel before. I don't think I've ever been on Laura's. I think probably, or whoever it is, we need to challenge them. We need, that's what a real friend does. A real friend brings out the best in anyone. And if we simply rubber stamp what they're saying, that's not what a good friend does. I mean, Randy and I adored Randy. She and I had our bumps in the road, and I challenged her, and Randy challenged me. That's what good friends do. It doesn't always mean that we're going to end up resolving everything. So I guess my answer to that is I need to go and make sure that if I am present when something is happening, that I don't fall silent. I heard that said today. I heard people say, well, I was in side chat, I wish I had spoke up. Or the mod that said, I wish I had, as a mod, said something when TNT was speaking, or Steph, whoever it was. And I think that is, that's integrity. I need to do that.
We could all work on that, though. I mean, I could work on that. I know that a lot of people could work on that.
Definitely.
Speaking up, in my opinion.
Well, hey, I won't keep you. Unless there's another question.
No, I think that's all.
I really thank you for letting me come up. And I appreciate your giving me a little bit of the time on here. And I just want people to know that I do care about all sides. And maybe it doesn't appear that way, but I do. I'm not perfect. And I also would just maybe finish by saying, even though some of you know what I did for a living and I'm retired now, there's only one set of guidelines we all live by, and I'm as human as anybody else, and I do make mistakes. And I apologize if I've ever hurt anyone with my words or my actions. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So,
thank you for
Amanda,
that. Thank you.
Thank you. And I appreciate it. I hope this continues to go in the right direction. I really like what you're doing.
Well, thank you, Stellar. I appreciate you coming up.
Have a good day, Stellar.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Stellar.
I understand what he was saying about being blinded by friendship. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference. in being loyal.
Silent. I had my kids kept running in and out. I wasn't trying to be a rude host. I did understand that. Yeah.
I'm
But
just
he
saying,
wanted
like,
that, you know,
there's a difference in like being loyal, but then being blind to a fault. I feel like I was blind to a fault in the Diane situation.
Oh no, you're
Personally.
roboing.
Shit.
I heard you at the end. You're roboing a
Am
little
I?
bit. There you go. I hear you.
Okay.
Nope, now I hear
I
you. You
I
were blinded
said
by
that
the Diane situation.
I was blind to a fault. Obviously, I didn't. I looked away from red flags, and so I've learned from that situation not to do that in the future. Am I still here? What is
Yeah,
going on? Oh, okay.
yeah, no,
Sorry.
I hear you. I was Batty. I muted you just because I just heard the fan. I don't think you knew you were unmuted. No, I think we've all done that. Okay. My chat's doesn't really care for Stellar, but it took a lot of, he came up, whatever. It's I
I mean,
understood what he was saying, and we all
we
have
asked
been.
people from the
Yeah,
other side. They came up. I was
yes.
happy to hear it personally.
Yeah, like hearing from the other side sometimes is important in my opinion. You got to keep an open mind. But I know that Stellar also has a past with a lot of people, so that's fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
I can't change that. Everybody's entitled to their feelings, right?
Absolutely.
So I did understand what he was saying though, and if anybody else wants to come up, I don't know. I'm sorry that people are upset, but we did. Stephanie and I did ask people from the other side to come up, and he did. So I don't know.
Yeah, and that was somebody from the other side, or presumably from the other side, saying all people can. TNT did what and Steph, they did what they can do. We did what we can do. We just got to move forward. There's nothing else that can be done at this point.
Yeah, there's nothing else that can be done. There's nothing else.
Madeline, I gotta hop down and get dinner.
Okay,
Thank you for having me up.
Thank you for coming.
Bye, Eric.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye, Eric.
Bye.
No, I see you, Kit Kat, and I don't know. I feel like I don't know what to do. I guess just ignore them. I guess that is the answer. Somebody else is up here. Mac 11. Hey, Mac.
Hey, Mac.
Nobody here is going to hell. Just saying.
Well, that's promising. Nobody's. Yes, of course, Wendy.
I
Yes,
thought we were
yeah.
already there.
She went up on
I know. Sometimes I
TNT's.
feel like
Did you
we're
see
there.
her? After like everybody's going up there, Matt goes up there and she's like, "You're all going to hell."
I had no words. Everybody
I
said
think we're
everything.
there. I'm not sure. Sometimes.
I took a lot for Trisha to, own it today. A lot of people won't. End of story.
It was a good comic relief. Whenever
I tried. It wasn't much.
It was.
all I had. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Stephanie in the chat, I said, like having a feeling of kinship with Stephanie. If she robbed a bank, I'd probably say, "What a fast job, and you did so neat." Right? But then
Mac.
I might say, you kind of broke the law. You might want to turn yourself in, give the money back.
I think sometimes we're already there in hell, and this place is fucking nuts. I don't know.
Well,
What
yeah,
else
we
to
live in
say.
hell, and tested all the
It
time.
does, Amanda. I can't see the chat, okay, and it doesn't have to be. But I feel firmly that it doesn't have to be. Things can get better. And I don't want to make anybody mad or angry, but
I'm mad.
You sound so mad. I think it can get better and it needs to get better.
Well, I like to believe that things can get better too. That's why I'm here. Like, if I didn't have any faith, I don't think I would stay here, But
exactly,
no, it's okay if not everybody feels that way.
Right.
And if it's Wendy's here.
It can't get worse. Here's the thing: if it keeps getting worse and worse, nobody's going to be here. We all like coming here.
Worse. That worries me, Stephanie. I think it can. I mean,
totally.
And where are they going to stop? Look, when I brought up all the Doxxing that Brian called for on Molly's panel, it happened, and nobody blinked an eye. It was fine. Nobody dared say anything from over here because
they're okay with it.
We were getting doxxed. Hello,
they're okay with it.
I hope I get Christmas cards and nice visits with cakes and cookies and shit because right?
Might as well get something out of the deal, hey?
Hey, Wen, I'm glad you're here.
Hey, everybody, guys. I fell asleep. Listen, I fell asleep like an ass. I can't believe I fell asleep. When I fell asleep, everybody and you guys everything was fine. I felt like, God, I hate when I do this. I hate when I fall asleep, everything's fine, and you wake up and the world's different. Like that happens here a lot. I woke up I was listening to Nenny's chat and fell asleep. sorry, Nenny. Then woke up to hearing Tiffany's voice of all people. Ugh, so I got out of that.
Nightmare.
And that's a great thing to wake up to.
I know, hell, my God. And then I came over here, saw you were live, and everybody's upset, everybody's bothered. Guess people are not accepting apologies, people are not forgiving. Is that really what's happening?
Not with Stellar, I don't think. Which okay, for me personally, I didn't like the St. Jude stuff, but I don't have a path with them.
I don't know what happened. You're gonna have to fill me. I'm so sorry.
Remy,
recap me.
The stuff that happened like months ago is what I'm talking about. Nothing new, just the old stuff. Like,
oh, okay.
So
what did Stellar even say?
Stellar pretty much said what I got out of it was that TNT did what she did. She owned it. She apologized, and that's all she can do. And he respects her because of that.
Exactly. Yes. Good. Okay.
Yeah, and he just said he's sorry if he ever hurt anybody. And he just I had to be quiet, which I feel totally rude. But my kids I needed to do something for the kids. But basically, he was just saying, he's sorry if he ever hurt anybody. And then the chat was not happy, and I was like, I came back and the chat was really upset, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, but he did come up and say, all she could have done was apologize, and she did that.
Yeah. I mean, what exactly do they want us to see? This is the point. Now I'm going to go off because, get ready. Because I woke up and now I'm cranky. So y'all make me cranky because you interrupted my nap. Tiffany's voice.
I never wake up from a nap cranky. What?
I do. And I have to wake up to them. So now I'm going to go off. No, I'm kidding. Listen, what do they want people to do when this kind of shit happens? That's the problem. We're not going to be able to always stop people from being ridiculous and doing wrong things and making terrible decisions in the heat of anger. We're not always going to be able to prevent that. But what we can do afterwards is what is important as well. And that is the part that separates us from them. That's the opposable thumb on our side, okay? That's what that means. That's why we are separate from those fucking animals. Because when that happens over here, people get up on their knees and they say they're sorry. They apologize profusely to the people that are hurt, and they mean it. That is the difference. They justify it. They're fine to dox. It's okay for Brian to dox Fod's kids because Fod called CPS. It's okay for Molly to go after Potty Mouth because Potty Mouth, I don't know what Potty Mouth did to her. Nothing, not a damn thing. It's okay for Molly to go after Nikki when she has just lost her husband. Why? Yeah, who knows? No reason whatsoever. But it's totally fine and justified. It's okay for Laura to say that she's going to kill someone. It's fine. It's not a problem. Not only do they never own their shit, but they never apologize. They double down every time. And that is why we are different.
That's why they're sides.
That's why they're sides, okay?
Yes.
They make excuses. We accept what is and move on and try to be different. When this all happened with Diane, my choices were leave or come here and just face it. This is what happened. This sucks. How can we move forward from here? And the people that wanted to move forward. And the people that didn't. But that is, Stephanie, you're exactly right. This is why there is us and them. And what separates us, our opposable thumb, if you will, what separates us is the fact that when we fuck up, we mean it genuinely that we're sorry. We're going to try to do it differently next time. We're going to move on. We care about each other deeply. That is the point. So I am extremely proud of the people on the panel this morning that I heard. I don't know what's happened since then, so forgive me if I'm stepping on something. When Trisha came up and said, because we all can't stand Tiffany. None of us gives a fuck if she was doxxed. I'm sorry, we don't. You dox the fuck out of people happily. I don't give a fuck about Tiffany. I don't want anything bad to happen to her or her family. But no, we can't stand her. So it's through gritted teeth that even anyone has to even say anything nice to her. We can't stand the bitch. She's vile. She's doxed everybody and their fucking uncle. She's gone after how many innocent people thinking that she's in hot pursuit of Diane. Like, go sit down. You're ridiculous. You're all of a sudden standing up for doxing. Go sit down.
Right.
So
Where
this
were all
fake,
them people?
right.
I get that. Yeah.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah,
And
I feel like where were they
wants to blame it on me, like somehow I'm in charge of y'all. Like it's my fault. Oh, Wendy must be so proud of her people. You know what? I am proud. I am proud because every single one of them cared that they hurt someone, while you over there, motherfuckers, don't give a shit who you hurt.
I yes, that was my point of One Live, was they were all the people in the chat supported that, but they were all okay when MGL did it to us and Laura did it to us. They sat in this fucking chat and they did only. I will give it to the truth, even though I don't like her. Like Stephanie said, she did stand up and say, I don't agree with that. There was like maybe one or two of them. Everybody else didn't, but they expect us to keep running people through the coals for shit that they accept over there when it's done to us.
And the reason why Stellar came over here, one was because we asked Amanda said open panel to anybody that wants to come over here and talk about it, what we could do to do better, and to make sure that if they're going to be on the other side and we're still going to interact with them, whether even if it's fighting, that this kind of shit needs to be off limits across the board. And he's the only one that came.
Yeah, he did come, which is more, I mean, I know people have a problem with him, but I did say, hey, what can we do better? What can we do? Like, we're doing it so wrong. What's your solution? Because I feel like when you and Diane had a channel, people really watched themselves more because it was like they knew that they were going to have to be held accountable on your channel.
Yep.
And now everyone's running
no one doing that.
No one's doing it.
That's right. No one's doing that. So we have to police ourselves. And you know what? I have my standards because that's how I genuinely feel. When I made my little New Year's resolution to stop calling people stupid, it's because I genuinely wanted to stop hurting people in that way. And I still want to stop hurting people in that way. I will still continue to try. I made it a New Year's resolution, to make it fun, to make it bearable, because it's hard to not call people stupid when they're fucking stupid. It's hard to do that. But I genuinely don't want to hurt people in that way. That's a genuine feeling. That's how I feel inside. I don't want to see children hurt. That's how I feel inside. Okay. I don't like seeing police and CPS and all these other outside agencies involved in people's lives. That's how I feel inside. That's why I have the standards that I have. That's why we have the standards that we have. They don't have those standards. They don't want that.
And that's never going to change.
And that's never going to change. Never. They've made their decision.
I don't know why I have a hard time. Like, I don't know why I'm having a hard time coming to like, I know that, right?
Let them go.
I have this hard time.
That's what I said.
It's like, fuck. I can't believe the double standards. I can't believe the hypocrisy. I can't believe.
Let them go.
And when it happens to them, it's this huge ordeal and a meltdown floor. And when it happens to us, where were they? Like, what happened?
They don't give a shit. They want it to happen to us. That's the difference. They want it to happen to us. That's the difference. Okay. They want to see us hurt. Look at the way they talk about us. They hate us with venom. They want to see us hurt. They want it. We don't. That's the difference.
They call it out because they know that you are a caring person and you're going to care and try to make it better. Amanda.
Yeah, but yes, and I'm just like, I can't believe that
you're never gonna make them happy. They're not okay. Listen, we call it out because we actually care. They call it out because it's us and they want to make us look bad, not because they have that in them to say that it's wrong. You know what I mean? It's not
because they're against it, right?
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not about it. No, it's okay. It's not about really being fair for me. I know it's never going to be fair. I don't expect life to be fair, right? But it's also the same people that partake in doxing us, like, and they're okay with it. And now it's a problem. Yes, it's a problem. We get that. But why is it only a problem when it happens to them again? Like, what? That's
because
where I'm
we're
struggling.
The only people that care. We care.
Right. We care. They don't.
That's it. They're never going to care.
Right. That's Stephanie. God, you're so right. Write that down, people. Write it down, what she just said. They don't care about us. They don't. They don't care what happens to our kids.
They don't care about doxing
They don't care about our health. They don't care about doxing us. They don't care about looking into our lives without permission or knowledge. They don't care if they get the wrong person and put the wrong information out. They don't care. We do. That's the difference.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And I know life's not fair, and I know that it's never going to be equal. I can't. When somebody's that hypocritical, I have to say something. I was like busting at the seams. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're saying all the people in the chat were okay with that, even though we've publicly said we're not. But y'all, Tiffany, you actually went up and made excuses for MGL. Y'all never said sorry, and you stood by every fucking thing she did. Literally.
That's right. That's right.
She loved
at the end of the day, we apologize for the people that we hurt. And really, who is more hurt by that? Her or us? I'm going to argue us. Okay. We were more hurt by what Trisha did yesterday than they were. Because nothing's going to happen to her child. Everything's fine. Everybody's going to forget. I don't even remember his name now. Like, nobody, the stream is gone. At the end of the day, who was more hurt? We were. That's my opinion. Yeah. People can disagree, okay? I'm not saying doxing, blah, blah. Oh, God, I know people are going to take that clip and be like, oh, my God. Listen, doxing is wrong, period. I'll never support it, ever, ever. I'll never be okay with
what
it.
you're basically saying is
what I'm
they
saying
really
is
don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. Yes, thank you.
We give a fuck.
We give a fuck. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that's what I mean. They don't care. They don't care about it at the end of the day. They're just happy they have something to talk about shit about us. That's it. Exactly. At the end of the day, okay?
They hate us, so they don't care what happens.
Thank you. They don't care. We care. We're the ones upset. We're the ones that are, bothered. We're the ones, how do we handle this now? What do we say to Trisha now? Is she going to hate us forever if we stand against her? If we did it, whatever, all the things that we think about when your friend does something that you're like, oh shit, now what? We know that. So to me, when I heard Trisha's apology, I thought it was very genuine. I know her fairly well. I believe her to be very genuine today. And I believe, and Steph too, I feel like we're both sorry. They both apologized to me profusely, which is, listen, y'all, here's the problem. I'm not anybody's leader. I'm not anybody's leader at all, but I get held accountable as if I'm your leader. Yep. Several comments I saw yesterday. Well, Wendy must be so proud. Wendy's people strike again.
I know. And you weren't even around.
I wasn't even there. Right. I wasn't even in the stream. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I don't consider you guys like my people. I don't consider that, but we have each other, we're each other's people. So in that regard, yes, you are my people, but I'm your people too. And that, yes, it was hurtful.
Yes. I mean, I absolutely, when I heard that what was said about Tiffany, bringing the child up and I was like, oh no, like I don't stand by that. Right. I don't believe in that.
Because it's wrong. Right.
It is wrong. Wrong is wrong is wrong is wrong.
Yes. Yes.
No, nobody should be doxxed, especially not a child.
Right. Agree.
But it's just hard I get that other people are outraged because it's hard to listen to the same people that didn't give a fuck about our kids.
Exactly.
Now
they don't care.
The victim.
Because they don't have the standard. They don't have the standard that doxing is wrong. That's not their standard. That's our standard. Our standard is doxing is wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong everywhere. Their standard is doxing is wrong if it's done to us.
Right.
That's their standard. Okay. Their standard is lower than ours. We hold ourselves to a higher standard on purpose.
That's why we are over here.
That's right. Because we don't want to be them. The standard for us is doxing is wrong, is wrong, is wrong. Their standard is doxing is wrong if it's done to them. They can dox us with no problem.
Steph came up here and apologized to everybody too.
Bless her, poor Steph. Like I feel bad for them.
I feel bad because I think she feels terrible.
Yes, that's the difference. That's the part that I love, and that's why I keep coming back to people like us because at the end of the day, yeah, we fuck up, but we're sorry about it. We don't want to keep doing that. We learn lessons. We learn lessons and we change. That's the point.
Yes, earlier I said it. Change behavior is the best apology. All we can do is, hey, it fucked up. I'm not going to do that again. And I can't keep saying we're sorry. All you can do is show that you're sorry, right? But if they're never sorry. It's just those people that you just got to leave behind. And
agree.
Yeah,
agree.
Exactly.
Ash says they hold us to that standard. They do not hold themselves to that same standard. That's fine. They can hold me to that standard because that is my standard though. So they can hold me to that standard. And the reason they'll never be part of this, the reason they'll never be over here, the reason they're so mad and bitter all the damn time that they're not welcome over here is because they don't hold that standard. That's why they're so mad and lashing out. Otherwise, they'd go the fuck away and leave us the hell alone. Just go. We don't want you here. You don't want us here. So go. How is this so hard? Just be done.
It shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't. So
Right.
I feel like if you have to work this hard to make something work, it's not working. Right. Like that's in my real life. If I have to, like if me and Aaron came to a point where it was more work than it was coming together for things, that's probably when I would end my marriage. In my real life, that's what I do. If it's that much work, it's not working ever. Right. And
it's
too
really
much work.
not even worth fighting with people that are okay with that kind of situation either, because you're never going to be okay with it. They're always going to be okay with it. So you're kind of already at a disadvantage, and it's just like it's not worth it to me with people like that.
Nope. They obviously don't want to adhere to the same standards that we want to adhere to. So they can go have their own community. Just go.
Well,
I don't go over there. I don't bother them. I'm not in their streams. I'm not talking about them,
Yeah. So like another thing that was like, oh my God. So I went to go on Ninnies to say, hey, we didn't agree with it. We're sorry that it happened. We did hold them accountable, kind of thing. Right. But it went sideways because in the chat, they were saying none of them are going to be accountable. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. That was what Tani C was saying. Well, I went up there and then Tani C was like, of course she's going to say she doesn't agree. Like nothing was making, you can't make them happy. Like you can't. Because I tried to just say, hey, I like Ninny, but the other people in her chat and stuff, I was ignoring most of them. Like, I just wanted them to know, hey, we don't agree with it. We did say something to Trisha. We even did a live about it. But how are you going to say they're not going to say anything? And then when they do, oh, of course you're going to say that. Like, what?
FOD on their community post today posted my comment that I made in Hello Starlight's chat last night, where I said, doxing is wrong. Cindy, miss me with your fake outrage because of, when FOD's kids were doxed, you didn't say a damn word. You certainly didn't get up and threaten people to pull up and screaming, yeah, I've had it. You didn't do any of that when Brian doxed FOD's kids.
Yeah.
No problem whatsoever. Nothing. Crickets from you. So miss me with your fake outrage. Anyway, Paula's Promise, who constantly wants to give me a lecture about how I'm not doing life correctly, leaves a comment and says, well, Wendy's not going to say anything. I said, read the damn comment. That's me making a statement on it. Like, what do you want us to do? What does accountability look like? You want us to go beat her down? What do you want to see happen? We held her to the standard that we have. She apologized. She's not going to do it again. I feel like her and Steph both learned a huge lesson. It is what it is. What do you want to see happen? This is what I want to see happen when someone fucks up. This is all I've ever wanted to see happen from them, any of them, but none of them want to do it. So that's why I'm not part of them.
Right. Where's your video, Cindy, for PMM for putting those babies in danger? Or where's your video when she brought my kids up and doxed the shit out of all of us? I mean, it's just fake outrage. It really is.
Ash asked them about it whenever Ninny was live, and they all said they didn't see it or something like that, I think. About FOD's kids.
Hold on. Oh, yeah. Yes. Ash did it. I think I even went in there, but our questions were being ignored or people were just getting mad. But I don't want to say everybody because I don't want to lump everybody in. Like Kiki, like I said, she was really reasonable and cool. Thank you, Kiki. Nenny was really cool about it. And I even will say, like, Cindy even came back and corrected herself about something. There was a misunderstanding.
Well, when Tiffany started going off, Tracy dropped off the panel. So
yeah,
I don't know. It could have been a place where people could have used this and maybe tried to fix things between the two sides and not have it so bad. And they did not want that. Well, Tiffany didn't want that at all, but she's not even in the community. Of course, she's going to burn it down to the ground.
Yeah, she burned it down to the ground and then fucking ran. But my offer stands for somebody that goes live and stuff to come on the panel. I will get a hold of Stephanie, or you can get a hold of Stephanie. We can do it wherever, your panel, my panel, wherever. We'll come over there.
I'm totally down to talk to whoever about this.
Yes. Just not MGL or Laura. Nope. That's a no for me.
No.
But
no. There are some people that no.
MGL,
there is no resolution to be had. But people like Nenny, I like Nenny.
Exactly.
I don't have a huge issue with Nenny. And sometimes she does things that I don't agree with, but I don't think she's a horrible, mean, hateful person.
That's
I like
yes,
her.
that's what I
Okay.
said.
So there are people like Nenny that are stuck over there with them because they've made friends with some of these scoundrels and they feel like we all hate them or whatever. I don't. I really don't.
Scoundrels.
There's only like a few people. There's only a few people that there will absolutely never be resolution with.
There's
there's nothing
reason
to salvage. There's no reason to salvage anything. You're
Yeah,
done.
when you bring up like somebody's abuse and blame them for their kids' abuse, or when you
Fuck
bring up
off
my dead
forever.
mother and you talk about blame her for my abuse and
Forever.
say she's a drug addict when
Forever.
she wasn't. Yeah,
Yes.
fuck you forever, the long way, the fuck short way, fuck off.
Yes.
Like I want nothing to do with you.
Yes.
Well,
Exactly.
we have absolutely nothing in common with those
That's
type
right.
of people anyways.
Exactly.
We don't need resolution with them.
Exactly. So this isn't about dividing the people like in the middle that, really don't fall into either, category or whatever. They're not horrible, mean doxers that are going to hurt people and they don't want to see people actually physically hurt like some of them do. Those people, I don't have a problem talking with. I don't have a problem interacting with. They're welcome here as far as I'm concerned. I don't have an issue with them. And I'm happy to work out problems with them. No problem.
Exactly.
But
it could be a good opportunity, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
If they're willing.
Yeah, you got to be willing, and I do believe that today, like
We
Minnie
are.
started out with, yes, we're definitely willing, and I do believe Nanny started the stream with okay intentions, maybe figuring some shit out. But when you have somebody up there like Tiffany, that's an unreasonable fucking asshole.
Yep.
And I get it. Your kid was the docs. You're mad, but hey, I've been there because of the people that you hang out with, Tiffany, like on a daily, and make excuses for it. So I'm just saying, like, you better think about the shit that you allow to, Tiffany.
Exactly.
Well, that doesn't give you any reason, even if you're mad, to start blaming and attacking people who had nothing to do with it anyway. So she's just using it to go at people.
Right. Brian is using it as an opportunity to talk shit about me as if I had anything to do with it. I wasn't even there. Had nothing to do with it. But he has twice now mentioned me. I think twice, maybe at least once, in a comment section somewhere about, one wins people, one win must be so proud or whatever.
Well, wait, he doxed a child, admittedly doxed a child. He called a child's phone on a live. So why don't you clean your own fucking backyard, Brian?
Well, that's why he's a joke. He's a joke. That's why nobody cares what he has to say, which is why he throws a tantrum every day. We don't care. We don't care about you, man. You're a waste of time for me.
He's doing
I have
that
nothing
trying
to say.
to make his behavior okay.
Exactly.
And guess what? It's not. It never will be.
That's right.
That's what happens when you dox and stuff, though, is that it makes other shitty behavior seem more normal and okay. So we got to be super careful not to turn into them. We don't want to be them.
We are not them for a reason. No. Yes, we are not them on purpose. Purposely not them.
I stay away from them.
Stay away from him. Absolutely. Yes. He is obsessed with me, Bex. I don't know why. He's obsessed with me. It's very weird.
Yes, you.
It is weird.
Stuff. He used to make videos about me all the time, but I just quit responding at all, like when he made a video. So I don't think it's fun for him. But like, Brian, you look like, I don't want to, I'm not dragging you, but like One Way barely responds to you. So
yeah,
she's not even been around, really.
No,
like, barely.
No, yeah. And Lexi Lou, you're right. I'm not your mother, but they act as if I am, though, girl. They act as if I am. Everything that you do that discredits anything goes towards discrediting me. It's not fair. It's dumb. I don't support that logic. But that's the logic that a lot of them, operate under. I don't get it. It's very weird to me.
And
when Brian put my face on a naked child,
disgusting.
I was disgusted. I wanted to vomit. It was just disgusting. Don't put my face on a naked child. Why do you even have naked children in your repertoire of pictures that you're even just bleh. You're gross. There's just nothing redeemable. No resolution needed. No, thank you.
And you've been clear on your stance for years on this subject. I don't know how anybody could get that twisted.
Right.
Yeah.
Why ask me what I support? You know what I support. I've been very clear about what I support. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't realize it was 7:30. I got to be up at 5 a.m. But pretty much just our offer stands. Get a hold of one of us. I don't know, but I think that everybody should think about what they support too. This should be a learning lesson, not just for us, but for every single person, in my opinion.
Definitely.
Okay, PMM. All right. Well, I'm gonna jump down. I have to get ready to do some laundry and stuff. But thank you guys for coming.
Me up. Are you going to leave this up? Because I'm going to rewind and listen to the rest of the stream.
Thank you guys for coming. Yes, it'll be up. Yep.
Thank you. I'm sorry to come up and totally, go off the rails. I saw you guys in the chat giving me love and giving me support. Thank you so much. I love every single one of you. I've missed you all very, very much. I have been logged off Boo Boo for a while, so that's why I've not been here. But I love you guys and I miss you and I'm so happy to see you and I appreciate all of your love and support. All of it. You have no idea. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. Well, and Amanda, I love you too, darling. Hang in there. Everything's going to be fine. Thanks for having me up. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for coming. See you guys soon. Bye.